Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to use the gather up the facts strategy to help us retell a story based on the facts that were in the story. So for this video, I'm going to show you how I use the gather up the facts strategy while reading about big bugs. You don't need to fill out your anchor chart right now. You're going to fill that out later when you listen to another story in step 3. But for right now, I want you to sit and listen and watch as I use the gather up the facts strategy to retell a story about big bugs. So we are going to read this story here. It is called Big Bugs, and it is written by Seymour Simon. That is a pretty big bug. Okay. Bugs are a kind of insect. Bugs have 6 legs like other insects such as beetles and butterflies. In this book, we're going to talk about big insects, scorpions, and spiders that people often think of as bugs. So already on the first page, I found a fact that I would like to write down in my anchor chart. I heard and I read that bugs have 6 legs. So I'm going to go to my anchor chart and I'm going to write that in the first raindrop. Bugs have 6 legs. Perfect. Now let's go to the next one. The giant water bug is the largest bug in the world. A giant water bug can kill a frog or a fish twice its size. I don't want to run into that guy. But I did hear another fact in that story. So what I heard is that the water bug is the largest bug in the world. So I'm going to write that in my next raindrop. And let's keep going, okay? Let's see about this guy. He looks a little scary. The Goliath beetle of West Africa is the heaviest insect in the world. It is over 4 inches long and weighs nearly 1/4 of a pound. That's about the size of an apple. It's a pretty big bug. Despite their weight, Goliath beetles are able to fly. They zip around through the air like bullets and can break glass. And this in the corner is the actual size of the Goliath beetle. That's pretty big. But I heard a few different facts on that page, so I want you to whisper to the camera what you heard. What fact did you hear about the Goliath beetle? Awesome. I heard that Goliath beetles can still fly, even though they're huge and they're really heavy, they can still fly. So I wrote that in my anchor chart. And remember, friends, when you write yours, you can either draw it or you can write about it. Okay, let's keep going. The giant cockroach of South America is the largest roach in the world. It's about 3 inches long and gives off an awful smell, so it won't be eaten by its enemies. But some people keep giant roaches as pets. I don't think they would make very good pets, but I did hear another fact. What fact did you hear? I heard that the giant cockroach is about 3 inches long. So I wrote that down in my chart. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can fill in that last raindrop. The bulldog ant of Australia is about 1.5 inches long, about the size of your pinky. This ant has powerful jaws and a mean sting. Bulldog ants will attack anything that comes near their nest. They don't look very nice. But let's see, I have another fact that I found from that. So I'm going to write it down in my anchor chart that the bulldog ant is about 1.5 inches long. So here's our anchor chart at the end that's all filled up with our facts, and I can tell you about the story that we read based on these facts. So what I learned is that bugs have 6 legs. The giant water bug is the largest bug in the world. Goliath beetles can fly. The giant cockroach is about 3 inches long. And the bulldog ant is about 1.5 inches long. So that's what I learned, and I wrote it all down on our anchor chart. So now what you guys are going to do is you're going to complete step 3. Using your anchor chart, you're going to listen to some of these stories. You can pick one. We have a story about a giraffe, cheetahs, spiders, lions, and penguins. So you get to pick a story, listen to it, listen for the facts, and fill in the facts in your anchor chart. And when you're all done with that, what you're going to do is go to this website here, and you're going to record your response. You're going to tell me about 3 of your facts that you found about your new animal. All right, that was an awesome story today, friends, and I can't wait to hear your responses.